All right, we're gonna start with the pairs that that we are in first, and then we're gonna do the other pairs after that. All right. So CAD CHF. This was a simple trade that we took on the 21st of last month. So about a month ago, we had a sell limit at the retest of the broken trend line. We touched the entry and we got in and we had no drawdown and we marked it straight away. If you followed the rules, you are still in, obviously, because everyone should have been in if you were with us at that time, and you should be in until now. Currently 320 pips, and we're holding till full target on the daily. This is the daily time frame. We had a break. We didn't break above this zone. This is a very important zone that we highlighted. We stayed below, then we carried on dropping down. I'm looking at the next zone, the next important zone, which is here. These trades, we don't have any TP running on them, so we are literally managing them until we decide to get out. If we get to this zone, we assess price action to see whether we're going to move up or whether we're going to go down even more. So we manage the trade accordingly, week by week, day by day. We see the candles and we trade what we see. Are you sharing your screen? Yeah, my screen shared. Can everyone see my screen? Yep, everyone can see it. I don't know what. All right. Okay. All right. Please don't annotate. I can't hear. No sound. Oh, for fuck's sake. Listen, if you can't hear or see, it's your problem. Some people can hear, everyone, like most people can hear or see. If you can't hear or see, then there's something wrong with your thing. Put your volume up or something. All right. CAD, this is CAD CHF. This is the trade that we're in, yeah? As we said, we're going to see how this runs and then we're going to trade it depending on what happens. Put your volume up or something. I'll bring my mic closer and you put your volume up and we both help each other. All right, cool. All right, so let's do AUD NZD. AUD NZD, we let me tell you what happened with this trade. We entered when we had this resistance, band of resistance here. We had a fake out to the upside, which is where we got stopped and where most retail traders got stopped. But this doesn't mean that the trade is still not valid because we had such a huge squeeze here. You can see the squeeze here. We had such a huge squeeze. So this can tell you we're going to have an expansion either up or down, and the expansion is going to be big. So we're going to have a big move. we're gonna have a big move. So we expected this move to be down. Why? Because we have this. Can you see this? Can you see this up movement? This is all. This is price needs to fill all of this. Price came up way too quickly and didn't retest on the way up, which is telling you that price will come back to retest these levels. This is all empty. So before this happened, this range was all empty. This range was being able to be filled by AUD NZD. Okay, so once we had that, we put this in line with resistance. This was a band of resistance. Also, we had a drop. We had a drop from the resistance, and now we are currently in the trade at 230 pips currently. I did expect a bounce off here of this area. As you can see, we did bounce off this area, and then we dropped again. This area was a daily level, which is why I expected to drop from this level. As you can see, like around here, this was the last zone that price broke before. Price broke this zone without coming back to the zone, and now price has come back to the zone. And so I was expecting to see some kind of reaction to the upside here. I did not see a reaction to the upside here, and we dropped lower. So this tells me that sellers are very in control of the market, and we are on the right side long term. So where can we expect the bounce next? We can expect the bounce next at the trend line. This is just to manage our trades, to see before it happens. So so right now, say we make our, say we, let me get my entry again. This entry was a no drawdown as well. If we drop down, if we come back down to this area, we can expect a reaction from here. If we do get a reaction, and then obviously you'd want to close some more positions. And yeah, as you can see, we're very strong bearish down. In the beginning, we had a bullish move up. This is to take out all the people that couldn't hold. Like even maybe some of you are also out. I didn't tell anyone to get out. This was an open trade at break even. If you're out because you got scared. Why did you get scared? Because they made you scared on purpose, because they don't want you to have they don't want you to be in the full move down. So the reaction should have happened from around this area, but price faked out and then dropped. But once price dropped back down, this could be considered a fake out because this zone hasn't been broken. Let me see what. There wasn't entries for a long time. So what? You want to be trading all the time? If you want to be trading all the time, don't be here. This isn't somewhere where you trade all the time. Oh, Exactly. Don't force trades. Perfect. Yeah, bro. Christian Roccio. Anyway, we're expecting some bearish, and we're expecting a continuation down. And yeah, so if we do get a continuation down, I'm expecting some kind of reaction from here. So I'm just watching this right now. It's in the middle of nowhere. So this is a zone. It could react off this zone, but I doubt it. I doubt it because of the daily candle. Because we are very bearish yet. Candle hasn't closed yet, so we still need to see how price develops. All right, euro pound, for the ones who don't have patience also out of this. This was taken so long ago, but price has been in such a range that price was in this range so much that, and it was also in this range, so in this channel. So as long as price stays in this channel, we're not going to get big moves. Once price breaks this channel, we're going to see something big, and that's probably going to be to do with Brexit news. So if you can see this drop here we had a drop of about 500 pips, and now we're playing in a playing field in a range from say 260, so half the pips it drops. So once we break out this range, we're going to expect a big move like this again, something very quick. So if it goes up, then we want a quick move back up to say a double top, or if we drop, which is probably going to happen. We're stuck in this range for so long. Yeah, so if we drop on the daily time frame, we want to break this channel. We want to break this channel downwards and drop down, and we want to, as we said, another big move down. And like we were saying earlier, where's the empty space right now? The empty space. Well, these aren't really, but we can tell the big empty space from this arrow here. So if we get our confirmation, say we get to the top of the range, which is where I want to hit TB, and then say we drop, and then we drop from there, we test the channel and zone, and then we expect price to continue downwards. And where would your first TP be? At the end of the first empty space. And this was also empty space because we had a rally up very quickly. So we could aim for TP2. All right. USD/JPY. This wasn't taken too long ago. This was also around the 21st of last month. We did have a quick move down yesterday night in Asia, and I think we are going to get a continuation down, but I am looking for a correction up first. So I'm looking for price to come back to around this area, which is also the retest, and I'm looking to add to a short here for this week. So 30 pips stop loss, and then you would aim for lower than this take profit, because if we got, like, say we got in there with no drawdown, currently 146 pips, price came down, we took half profits once we dropped. But I'm saying once price retested, it created a double top, and now it dropped again. So we are looking for sells, because from the beginning our overall position is a sell, and price made a double top to go lower. I didn't think price was going to come back down, back up to this level, but it did come back up to this level. So you trade what we see, not what we think. If price comes to this level here, which is the retest and good level, then we could potentially sell again for a lower target. And yeah, so because I'm saying lower target, because this was we entered at a higher price, and then price bounced off, say here, it doesn't matter where it was, price bounced off here, and then price came back to retrace. This is just to get more orders in for the push to happen. The push can't just happen straight away. So from here, you can't just if you think, then try imagining it. Can you imagine price just go straight down, just without doing this and then dropping, or not even just dropping after that? Do you see price just drop like this quick? Price doesn't do that. Price moves in waves. Price moves in waves. Price doesn't move in one direction. It can't move in one direction. So yeah, right now expecting a drop. This is the tests, and this is where we're going to build some liquidity for the next drop down, and then probably even when we come down to here, you don't expect the drop to just be straight away. And then yeah, price moves in waves. Remember that. Price moves in waves. Price does not move in one direction. It's not a bull run, it doesn't just go running. So yeah, that's USD/JPY, and I'm planning to add. And Great British Pound CHF, I was planning to add here, but I wanted price to go a bit higher to get a better entry. And I don't think price is going to continue down, to be honest. I think price is now going to do this. So this last one to wipe out everyone that sold too early, which was here. Everyone who sold too early, want to see them wiped out, and then that's where you want to get in. You don't want to get in where everyone else is getting in. Then you're not going to win, because no one's ever going to always win. Not everyone's going to win altogether. So yeah, okay, let's do some analysis. USD CAD 1 hour bullish, 4 hour bullish, monthly bullish. All right, here's the monthly candle. This month we still got 10 days left. So what I am expecting is this week bullish, next week bearish. So I want the candle to look like this. So this is USD CAD now. This is USD CAD now, but I want a wick to be left. And that wick is this week's. We want this week's move to be that. We want to catch that. So this is just to see where you want price to bounce off. This is a level of support. And then that's the next resistance. So we have empty space till then. On the monthly, bullish. On the weekly, we're still bullish as well. You can draw a trend line more accurately. You can see that it's broken already. More bullish on every time frame. So right now we want to see a retrace. We want to see a retracement before taking bullish. Just because price is bullish, you don't want to enter just straight away. You want price to show you some kind of proof that it is bullish. You get what I mean? So if price now is taking out this channel, is breaking this channel, we want to see either price break it out properly, retest it, and then go higher this week, and then maybe drop next week. Next week is next week. Next week's analysis stays for next week's analysis. Right now, we're looking at this week's analysis, which is bullish, which we think is bullish. So, but we want to see a retracement. We want to see a retracement before we go, before we buy. So, yeah, right now, if we do move up, we want to see a retracement. So let's draw that in. Move up. Retracement in. And then that's you want to get in the move here. You don't want to get in now. If you buy now, what says that this is a fake out and within the next 4 hours, price is going to drop down? You never know. You don't know what's going to happen. So price can do either. So price can go. So right now, price can either close below, and then people will start considering sells. Well, right now, from what we can see, it's a buy. If price does close below lower, then we will change our analysis. But for right now, our analysis is intact. Yeah. So we just want to see price go a bit higher, go back down, and then we're looking for buys from this area. NZD USD. Let's see. We went up, we came back in. These are trend lines are just on the higher time frame, just so I can see some direction. Nothing else. Doesn't mean anything. Okay. On NZD USD, we had this strong bearish move that we caught. We caught this move here. If you kept all of it, you kept all of it. If you closed half, that's you. So we got this move here. We got a retracement up. We came back down. So I'm looking. This was an impulse move up. This may be a correction down. This may continue down, or we might get a bounce up. I personally think it's a bounce up, but it's not about what you think. It's about what you see. So we want to know, we want to identify what we could see that will tell us that price will go back up. So right now, this is the double bottom. This is a double bottom. Price could easily go back up from here, but who's in control right now? Sellers. Sellers are in control. If sellers are in control, they need to make sure that sellers think that they're still gonna go down. And us buyers are getting into the market. They need to make us doubt our position. They don't want us to get in right now. They want us to be doubtful before we get. They want us to be doubtful of our position. But if you're long or short, you pick away and you wait for your confirmation. Right now, I'm saying long, but I want to see a fake out to the downside before we go higher. So say this is 1 hour. So if price like fakes like that, closes above, and then we go higher from here, I would expect that. As in you have to picture what you expect to happen. NZD USD, and a trade would be valid after the fake out happens. When we start seeing bullish momentum, that's when I would take the trade. So yeah, so either if price does come, if price does go up now, price could go up, but we're expecting the drop back down before the move up. Like I said, price is not just going to go bullish because it can't just go bullish. It moves in waves. So we want to get in on the wave after we have confirmation. We don't want to get in on the wave before we have confirmation. The whole point is to have confirmation. So yeah, NZD AUD USD I like because AUD for me AUD USD gave me confirmation because AUD USD made sellers think that they're right and then close above, and then they made buyers doubt themselves. The buyers that got in here got in at this bullish candle, probably bought here. They're doubting themselves because price dropped. They're probably out now, and price is starting to move up. This ain't gonna move to Asia where we have AUD markets open. So we're just trying to assess this because right now price is wicky, has left from rejection wicks to the downside. But we're just waiting to see some bit more bullish price action before we say price is bullish. So we have a second touch here. If this is respected and it goes up, this trend line is valid. If it goes down, this trend line is not valid. Everything in trading is subjective. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, and everything's also subjective. So you might think something, someone else might not think something. But anyways, yeah, that's good. Once we start seeing bullish price action, and when it's time to trade in a good session, then we will enter. And those. Yeah, so if price does this and then starts to move up, then we enter where it is. Where price is right now is where you'd enter, but you'd want to see the fake out and then enter. So yeah. One of the guys caught this. All right, yeah. So this is AUD USD. I'm bullish personally. I'll tell you why I think I'm bullish. Bullish mainly because of the thing. Mainly because of the dollar. That's NZD. Gold. Daily. Let's see. Daily. The daily looked down because we had strong bearish momentum. We'll see how this daily wick closes today. But this is a reversal candlestick to the up or downside, so we could move up or down. Right now, gold's not the best to trade, and we still have a few hours before market closes. So if gold manages to push back up, then this daily candle will be up. If this daily candle is up, then I would look for buys. But right now, it's a selling. As in, there's no question that it's all sells. But if this daily candle does close up, I will be looking for buys, and I think gold is buys for this week at least. So this is the last. This is why this area, if you ask, this is the last zone. Can you see here? And you can see here. This is the last zone that price broke before. Yeah. So this is the zone. Yeah. This is the last zone that price broke and has not retested. We're not talking about the lower time frame. Even on the lower time frame, it hasn't retested. But we're not talking about the lower time frame. Whatever time frame you're on is the time frame you're talking about. So for in this case specifically, it's this zone here. Price took out this level here with this bearish candle and never touched it. Never came back to touch this area before the drop. So we want to see price come back to this area. I want to see a reaction of this area to sell. So yeah, I'm bullish on gold. I'm gonna update the graph tomorrow, and I'll send the graph tomorrow. Updated graph later tonight, depending on how this candle closes. And let me tell you why I was bearish on the dollar. Basically, this is a high, this is a high, this is a double top, this is where everyone sells. This is where most courses teach to sell, right? But this is, you can say this is a fake out. If this is a fake out, price, the next 8 hours, say, price will continue down. If price starts to continue down, then we're gonna drop, and we have a massive void to fix. We have a lot. So we have this, and then like all of these candles can be considered where price is aiming to go next. So we're looking for these to be filled. So as I said, if this is a fake out, this needs to be confirmed that it's a fake out. If this is confirmed it's a fake out, price will continue down. If it's not confirmed as a fake out, then this is just a simple break and retest to go higher. So we have analysis both ways. So you must have analysis both ways to follow what happens. So you're not forcing anything to happen. You're just following what happens. Once you start forcing stuff to happen, then you got a problem. How can you don't confirm a fake out? Huh? What? Yeah, so this is the dollar index. If you want to clear that question. Yeah, so as I said, on the 1 hour, if we on the 4 hour, sorry, if we continue to drop down, then we confirm this is a fake out. If not, then we know that this isn't a fake out, and price wants to continue to go up, and so we see price going up. Price will retest, as we know. Price doesn't travel in one direction. Price travels in waves. Once we retest, we'll buy to go higher, and then we're not actually buying the dollar index, which is why I'm not doing analysis on here. Our analysis, it's for these pairs. It's to tell us the direction of these pairs. So yeah. How can you confirm a fake out drops back to resistance it broke? Yeah. So to confirm a fake out in this, like in this one right now, for me, we had a rejection candlestick, a 4 hour rejection candlestick that closed bearish. So what it would be either this candle, which will probably not close bearish. So we want to see another 4 hour close below the zone where you'd expect price to bounce off. So price did bounce off here, but this is not confirmed. Price just literally touched and bounced off. Doesn't mean that price is going to continue to go higher. Price could just bounce off, to trick people and telling them that it is a zone and drop lower, and then price is going to drop lower. So if you don't know right now, as we don't, we just wait and see what happens, and then we react on what we see. It's better than guessing and being stressed. All right, so that's the dollar. That's the dollar. Let's do euro. The 2 euro pairs. Euro USD is the same as the other USDs, but euro sometimes has a bit more influence on euro USD because of euro news. Euro news affects this pair nicely, and yeah. So bearish move from euro USD. This was all bearish. Then we had a bullish move. Then we had a bearish. This bearish took out all of these days, as you can see. So who's more in control? Bearish. So we're looking more like for me, or because of the dollar index, well, I'm looking for buys on this pair. But from what we can see, we're looking for sells. So we trade what we see, right? If we do have a continuation down, then we want to see this area being taken out. Once we see this area being taken out and retested, then we look for sells. So either way, as we said again, it's the same thing. This is the zone. If like price today has closed up, but is trying to close above, like right now, I don't know how it's going to close, but it's trying to close above. Price came down, went up. This could be last kiss to go higher on the daily time frame, or price can be going lower. Why I think price might be going higher, because a lot of people were buying from this area, and this just today's candle just took out the rest, just the rest of the people who had buys around, who think they got the perfect entry, and then they came and just stopped them out, and they think if they get stopped out, then they're not going to re-enter because it's invalid, but they're just getting stop rated, and then price is going to go higher. That's either one scenario, or there's other scenario where we can see that the bears are fully in control and are going to take control of this scene. So yeah, we have to see how candle develops. We did reject of this area a couple of times, so I wouldn't be surprised if price just came back to be bullish. For bullish, I want to get in there. For bearish, the bearish trade will be easier because bearish are more in control, but the bullish trade is still valid. You have to understand that. You have to understand that that trade is still valid. So let's see. All right, cool. So that's AUD, Euro USD. Euro JPY, this was so annoying. We had a sell here, and then price faked out, which I expected. And I expected price to go a little higher before the drop, but it didn't. It didn't fake out enough. Well, I thought it was going to fake out more people, but clearly not a lot of people are already in anyway, so it dropped. But as you can see, strong bearish, momentum down. Huge rejection, but we closed bearish. Price faked up again. Then we had 2 rejection candlesticks for continuation down. This is a very nice continuation down. So I am looking for sells. Last broken level was the same level. This was the last broken level, right? Last bar that price took out, last area that price took out before retest, without retesting, which is this area. This was support, price took it out, then retest. This is what we're looking for. Drop now. What would we look for confirmations? Maybe 4-hour candles rejection here, maybe 2 4-hour candle rejections for sell, or even 1 hour, couple 1 hour rejections. You have to see how price develops, and that will just be simply the wave up to go lower. Yeah. Where would I expect targets? Obviously, my first target would be here, and then our next target will ride it out and see how much we can get. Because we had empty space, as I always say, we have, like, you can see there, empty space, but this empty space was filled. Can you see here? This empty space was filled, but we still have more empty space. We still have these, so we could still expect to move down, which is why I'm still expecting to move down. But for right now, I'm not. Yeah, so right now I'm expecting a drop. I can't see a change in market. I expect a rejection from here at least. So I expect a rejection at here, and you know me. So once we enter a trade, we're gonna make a break even. So we will get a rejection from here, which is why we can make a break even. And then whether it continues down it will depend on where the market wants to go, and that's not in our control. So if the market does hit our stop loss at break even, you're not losing anything. Price is going to go higher. If it comes back to retest this zone, then we just know that this was a fake out. This was the right zone. Buy to go higher. We're the best first. Oh, appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. Allah. Appreciate it. I'll still probably expect a bounce off this zone. Message me on Telegram, bro. Yeah. So something like that. Or Euro JPY. It's just following the market. Don't try to predict the market, because predicting the market is not your job. Your job is to make money from the market. How to make money from the market? Follow it. If you want to predict the market, then predict it without trading, because you're not doing yourself any favors. Trying to predict the market. You're not God, fam. Yeah, we will. Asia's gonna be a nice scalping session. We'll scout Asia tonight, students. We'll do it live. You see, this wasn't touched. This is why that's why I couldn't sell GJ yet. This wasn't touched. This, like, right now, we've had multiple rejections in the 4 hour. So this is telling me in the 1 hour we're gonna have even more rejections. Yeah, look at the 1 hour. 1 hour. This is right now, this is nice buys. As in my opinion. This is nice buys for the move up, as in say a stop loss of 45 pips. And you could aim for at least 130, 170, and then 390, and then, for my opinion, 400 pips. This, I think, was fake. Like, this move now, okay, say this is sellers, yeah? Who's making money all now? Sellers. Everyone's selling, right? Now, price will move so quickly, as in this could happen, price will move so quickly that all these people selling will hold their position or all get stopped out. And, like, yeah, but, like, as in, if I can see so many rejections in the 1 hour, in the 4 hour you can see 2 rejections. That's 8 hours. that's telling me buy. And we could reject again. I think we can drop down again and reject lower, but I am not expecting that. So right now, 3 rejections. That doesn't really count rejection. Two so far. Right now, if price comes down to reject, you'll get a better entry. So say here, say you enter around this area, you'll get a better entry. Or you could enter now to go higher. Right now, the market is dead. So you'd probably want, so the next 4 hours will be until 11. So you maybe throughout then we're going to get a rejection down. The price is going to drop down. We're going to get a rejection to go higher. And then throughout Asia, we're just going to rally. And I won't be surprised, to be honest. But yeah. That's GJ. That's my bias on GJ. With Euro, with GA, I think it's the same thing as well. We, as you can see, this is the part where we change structure. Like if someone tells you what they say, people ask, what do you mean change the structure? This market is changing from bullish to bearish. Can you see it? Like price it is going lower. Like this is still a bearish move, but you can see price pull back up. Like price is changing structures. Price is changing what you want to do. It's coming in from bearish and it's slowly going bullish. Price isn't just going to go like that. It doesn't do that. Price doesn't just drop down and start flying. Like you have to have realistic expectations of price, and then you won't think stupid stuff. But yeah, as you can see, price took out a zone, retest it and go up. Price took out a zone, retest it, go up. Price took out a zone, retest it. So right now we're looking at, this is the retest and maybe a wick to go higher again. Simple as, but well, when would I take a trade of this? This is a bit of a harder one because it went up so quickly, so it could drop down lower. But for now, I wouldn't take a trade. I would be careful. Yeah, so for now you'd be careful. But you can see we got this, and we got this. As long as it doesn't take out this level, as long as a wick doesn't close below this level here, we can say that we are bullish. Asia live 1 or 12 a.m. Great British Pound USD. I'll record the live as well. On Dropbox. Great British Pound USD. Can't see anything but bearish till the next zone. I don't really like Great British Pound either. I don't really like trading Great British Pound USD because it's I don't know, fakes out a lot. And Great British Pound USD is good to trade in the mornings. It's good to trade in London sessions. In London sessions where you would get the best entry or exit for the pair. So I don't know. I don't really like it personally. But for me, it's no trade till this zone. So it's probably down, but we don't want to take a trade until it's a look. Got rejection. Look at this disgustingness. Like you get rejection to the upside, rejection to the downside. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Yeah, for me, Great British Pound USD is in a trade till it drops to the zone. Yeah, that's all the pairs. You call it Egypt playing Russia now, so enjoy the match, everyone, and I'll send all of these to the group chat later after the match, and let's have a good week. And I hope everyone enjoyed it. If anyone has any questions, just let me know, and I'll answer you. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Bye bye.